It was a quiet evening in Tennessee. Inside a small house, a song played on an old radio. It was blues raw, emotional, full of pain and truth. Olivia stood still. She didn't understand the lyrics. She didn't know the history, but she felt it. Something inside her heart moved. That night, she told her parents, "I want to play music." They smiled. They thought it was just a phase. But it wasn't. For the next 3 years, Olivia saved every coin she could. Birthday money, lunch money, even small change she found on the street. Finally, at 9 years old, she bought her first guitar. It was cheap. The strings hurt her fingers. They cut her skin until it bled, but she never stopped. While other kids played outside, Olivia stayed in her room, practicing the same chords again and again. Pain became her teacher, and slowly, music became her voice. In high school, Olivia stood out, but not in a good way. She was the only Asian girl who played country music. Every day at lunch, she would sit on a bench and play her guitar. Her voice was soft but full of emotion. People laughed. "Wrong genre," they said. "Wrong face," they said. "You picked the wrong culture." Those words hurt more than the bleeding fingers. But Olivia kept playing. Because deep inside, she knew something simple. The moment you stop chasing others, you start finding yourself. At 18, Olivia made the biggest decision of her life. With only $300 in her pocket and a worn-out guitar on her back, she moved to Nashville, the city of music, the city of dreams. But dreams are expensive. Reality hit her fast. She sang in bars for tips. She cleaned recording studios. She delivered food to real artists, while she remained invisible. At night, she wrote songs, one after another, hundreds of them. Songs about pain, songs about hope, songs about not belonging. She recorded demos and sent them to record labels. She believed maybe one would say yes. But instead, she got rejection. Again, and again, and again, 0.146 times. Some letters were polite, nice voice, but not our style. Some were cold. The market doesn't need another Asian girl singing country. Others were cruel. There's no place for you here. Each rejection felt like a cut, and slowly, those cuts became scars. Then came the 147th. Olivia walked into a small office. A producer listened to her demo without expression. When the song ended, he looked at her and snapped the CD in half, right in front of her. He threw it into the trash. "You will never make it in this industry," he said. "Go back to California. Be a doctor or a lawyer. That's what people like you should do." Something inside Olivia broke. That night, she sat alone in her car, and she cried. For 2 hours, she thought about quitting. She thought about burning her guitar. She thought about proving everyone right. Maybe she didn't belong. Maybe this dream was never hers. But when she finally went back to her small apartment, something caught her eye. A photo on the wall. It was her, 6 years old, holding that first guitar, smiling like she owned the world. Olivia stood there, frozen. And in that moment, something shifted. She realized something powerful. Success is built in small steps, and every rejection was just another step. She also understood this. Sometimes life doesn't break you to destroy you. It breaks you to shape you, like a statue carved from stone. Each cut hurts. Each strike feels unfair. Each voice says, "You're not enough." But without those cuts, there is no masterpiece. That night, Olivia made a decision. She would not leave. She would not change who she was. She would stop trying to fit in and start standing out. The next day, she took her guitar and went to the streets. No stage, no label, no approval. Just her and her music. She sang for anyone willing to listen. Sometimes 5 people, sometimes no one. But she didn't care anymore. Because now, she wasn't singing for them. She was singing for herself. Her songs became deeper, more honest, more real. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And then something unexpected happened. One afternoon, a stranger stopped and recorded her performance. No big camera, just a phone. That video was uploaded online. At first, nothing happened. Then a few views, then hundreds, then thousands, then millions. In 1 week, the video reached over 10 million views. People from around the world heard her voice, not as an Asian country singer, not as someone who didn't belong, but as an artist, a real one. Offers started coming in, labels that once rejected her, now wanted her. But this Chimie Olivia chose carefully, because she had learned something important. The moment you believe in yourself is the moment the world starts to notice. Years later, Olivia Chen stood on one of the most iconic stages in country music, the Grand Ole Opry. Bright lights, a full audience. A dream that once felt impossible. She held her guitar the same way she did when she was 6. Before she started singing, she told the audience a story about rejection, about pain, about a broken CD, and then she smiled. "Thank you for every rejection," she said. "Thank you for every no. Without them, I would still be just a piece of unnoticed stone." The audience went silent, because they understood sometimes the world doesn't reject you because you're not good enough. It rejects you because you're different, and different is powerful. So if you feel like you don't belong, good, because maybe you were never meant to fit in. Maybe you were meant to stand out. Remember this, sometimes the greatest strength is patience. Keep going, keep building, keep believing, because one day your story will make sense. And all those cuts will become your greatest strength. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support might be the reason someone else doesn't give up today.